a social media business is a breeze, but ever noticed how the user experience takes a nosedive when it comes to making a purchase? Well, that's where Ziplip swoops in. Ziplip is an AI powered commerce suite, stepping up the game for social media sellers. Hi there, I'm Ankita Pahwa, your host at Follow Startups. Today we are joined by Sushil Modi, the co-founder and CEO at Ziplip. With over a decade of experience in tech and entrepreneurship, Sushil leads Ziplip's mission to empower social sellers in their entrepreneurial journey. How you ask? Well, let's hear directly from him. Hi, Sushil. Welcome to Follow Startups.
Hi, Ankita. Thanks a lot for having me here. How are you doing?
I'm good, Sushil, and it's great to have you here. So, before we jump into Ziplip, I'm certain our audience would be excited to learn about the person driving the business. So, could you kindly share a bit about your background and your professional experiences that led you here?
Sure, Ankita. Would love to. So, I'm a software engineer by education. I have over a decade of industry experience in tech and entrepreneurship. Prior to co-founding Ziplip, I was working with Microsoft, wherein I was leading an engineering team, and we were building a product of 1 million target users. And the best thing about me is that I come from a very strong seller community background. Back in my hometown, a lot of people in my friends and family own an apparel business, sell both online and offline. In fact, I myself own an apparel shop back in my hometown. So we firsthand understand this seller mindset, and this gives us a unique edge as well because this is a precise space that we are currently building.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Sushil. So now let's talk about Ziplip. So tell us what exactly it is, which first of all is a very quirky name, Ziplip, and walk us through the problem that you identified in the market that prompted you to create the whole business.
The foundation of the business at Ziplip that we're doing, it rose with our like personal experiences, I would say. So a few years back, when I was in my hometown, I was just visiting one of my relative, and in fact our own shop as well. So what we saw over there is that these shopkeepers, they generally have business in the morning and evening hours. Afternoon, they are mostly free. So now what they've started doing is afternoons they've started making video or photographs of their products, and they've started putting up online. I mean on social media platforms, and from there they are doing decent business. And this is coming up as a new trend, and a lot of sellers have actually moved completely to this side, and they're doing big volumes of business over there. So that was an eye opener for us at that time, a few years back. And what we realized is that, for them, showcasing the products, like, through a video based post or a photograph based post works great. They get a pan India reach as well, pan world reach as well through those posts. But, their entire commerce experience is broken. So for commerce, they give their phone number in the post itself and ask prospective buyers to take a screenshot of the product that they like and WhatsApp them from that number to place an order. So entire commerce experience, like order placement, then payments again through sharing Paytm number, doing payment and sharing screenshot, and then delivery as well again manual and all. So entirely this commerce experience was pretty broken and pretty manual, and this was a big pain point for all these sellers. And this is what we realized as a big gap. And we then said, why is nobody solving this? And that is when we decided that okay, we need to step in over here and we need to solve this. So that is how we started with Ziplip.
Interesting. So tell us like who exactly is your target audience and how they benefit from this commerce suite that you have built.
So our target audience is mostly, sellers that are selling on social media platforms, like the social sellers. They could be selling on Facebook, they could be selling on Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Telegram, anyway. So typically, these are people that are selling from their shops. Like these are real shopkeepers. Let's say someone is selling saris, someone is selling kurtis, and any other item as well. These are women selling from their home as well. They make one room as a studio, and from there they are selling on. And these are influencers as well. Pretty much anyone who is doing social selling. So they are our target customers, and how exactly they get benefited is, let's say, let's say I'm a seller, right? And I am selling on Facebook, let's say, and I put up a video post, let's say, of five different products, let's say five different sarees in a post. And earlier I would give my phone number, and I would ask people to take a screenshot of the product that like you like to place an order with and WhatsApp them, right? So instead of that, what they do now is they create a mini catalog link of these five products from Ziplip seller app, and they put this mini catalog link in the pinned comment of their social media post or in the description itself. And from there, the buyer is able to buy just within a few clicks, within less than 5 seconds. So basically, we are making all social media posts shoppable right then and there. So we enable commerce at the point of discovery on social media. So that's what we do, and that's how these sellers and
That
buyers get benefited from us.
that's interesting. I mean, the concept of creating these mini catalogs for social media platforms is it's quite intriguing. So, Sushil, tell me how intuitive is the seller dashboard and what key features make it like stand out?
Absolutely. So, one of the key things in our business, Ankita, is that it has to be extremely easy to use. So, these sellers that we're talking about, they are nothing but, laymen. These are like, laymen of India, like the real Bharat, right? The product for them has to be extremely easy, extremely intuitive, extremely simple to use. And that's what we also live by. So, our seller dashboard, or let's say seller app, is extremely simple to use, like just as if some seller can use WhatsApp, they can, send messages, receive messages on WhatsApp. This is what they can do. They can easily use, our seller app as well. So this is the level of ease at our seller app. So that's answer to your first question. And coming to the second part of it, so what are the key features? So one of the key feature on our platform or our seller app is that we take care of everything end to end for entire order cycle, like from once a seller has created a mini catalog and he has put it up somewhere on social media, and from there on till the like the order placement, from order placement to payments, then delivery, end to end for entire order cycle we take care. So that is one key part. And coming to the additional parts, so or let's say additional key features. So and this is where it becomes very exciting as well. So we not only help these sellers automate their business, we help them grow their business as well. So we provide multiple features through which they can actually grow their business. So for example, one such feature that we provide today is we provide highly curated sales leads which these sellers can act upon right away and convert it to actual sales. So that's one. Second, we provide them, marketing packages as well. So they can integrate their, marketing accounts and all to us, and they can directly run marketing, paid marketing campaigns and all from here. So and multiple other features as well. So that's how our seller app is structured.
All right. So, Sushil, if I were to ask, what stage is Ziplip currently in terms of its development and market penetration, like any significant milestones or achievements that you would like to highlight?
Sure. So we are in early stages right now, Ankita. So we recently concluded our beta launch. So in beta launch, we worked with 100 plus sellers doing around 100K USD of sale on about 3 months of time period and all. And we received amazing feedback from all these sellers and buyers alike, and we have received around requests for around 10 high frequency repeat rate features, which is what we are building right now, and we'll be releasing it as a part of V1 of our product very soon. So this is where we are, and we also have around 5,000 plus sellers in our wait list and 27,000 sellers in our master list. So our market access part is also pretty strong because we come from strong seller community backgrounds, and like we are directly connected to all these sellers and resellers firsthand. So that's a unique edge as well that we have.
So, are all these sellers within the borders of India, or do you have your presence outside?
So as of now, we are mostly focusing on India. So we will be expanding to other countries as well, but that comes at a later stage. But yes, these sellers that are that are there in India itself, they do ship to outside of India as well. Like many of buyers from these sellers are from US and Europe as well. So yes, that angle is definitely there.
Interesting. And where is your headquarters, Sushil? Where are you based out of?
So yeah, so we are based out of Hyderabad right now, but we do have offices in Gurgaon as well.
Okay, now onto the revenue model. Sushil, give us a sense of Ziplip revenue model structure and how do you approach pricing for the dashboard you offer? And more importantly, what factors contribute to determining these prices?
I think this is a very important question for any business, and it's the same for us as well. Regarding the revenue model, so ours is a pretty simple revenue model, I would say. So we don't, like, see, these sellers are all laymen, and they are from a lot of people are from tier two and tier three cities as well. A lot of them are from tier one as well. Like I have a lot of sellers in Hyderabad itself. So, but yeah, a majority of chunk is from tier two and tier three. So coming to the pricing, so we don't charge anything upfront to them. Like there is no initial setup fee or nothing fee or anything. We just charge a convenience fee on as they go, like on a per order value. So like we charge 1% convenience fee on the order value of each order based on our platform. So that's one. And then we make money through value added features as well, like other revenue streams. For example, we make money through, the sales leads that we offer. We make money through the marketing packages and other services that we offer to them. So that's how, the revenue model is, structured. So in and all, we make around 10% of our GMV amortized.
And is Ziplip funded so far?
Yes, so we are like a funded company. So we recently raised a round angel round from angel investors. So these are like high net like HNIs, mostly from Hyderabad. Like one of our investors is founder of KKHR. So KKHR is a unicorn from HR tech space from Hyderabad. So Vijay Alamashli is one of our investor, then one of other founders as well. And we have one institutional investor as well with us, Vishnu Foundation. So yeah, we have raised a small angel round, and we are now looking to spearhead our power development and further that growth as well.
And also, so are you like flying solo with Ziplip or do you have a co-founder with you? And if yes, we would love to be introduced to him as well.
Sure. So I have other co-founders as well. So I have my co-founder's name is Kishore Biswas. So he's an IIT Delhi graduate, and he's also, he also comes from a strong seller community background. So he himself is a proper tier three seller. He comes from a small town nearby Kolkata, and his entire family is into apparel selling business for the last 40 years. So he has first-hand understand, this problem multiple times, and again, this gives us a unique edge. So that's about Kishore. Then I have other people as well with me. So like we have Pradeep as our CTO, and then we have Vishal leading the marketing teams. So that's how we are structured.
Okay, so Sushil, with the four of you, what's your total team strength and how do you all fit together within the business?
Sure. So our total team strength is about 6 people, Ankita. So we are at an early stage right now, I would say that. So ours is a very flat structure at our startup. But if I were to say, then I and Vishal look after marketing and sales, and then Prateek looks after the tech and product, and I also pitch into the product most of the times because I'm the one who is in touch with sellers all the time. And then Kishore is more like a subject matter expert of how the product should be or what exactly you should do, and how would you look like to a seller or not, and all those things. And yeah, and then we have like two more engineering people. So that's how it is, is structured.
Hmm. And are there any positions that you are looking to hire right now?
So right now, we are probably looking to hire someone, not exactly right now, but down the line, probably 3 months later, we'll be looking to hire someone in sales, and then we'll be looking to hire in tech as well, probably 3 to 4 resources in tech.
Hmm. Okay, we are almost towards the end of this conversation, so I would really like to know what are the future plans for Ziplip, maybe in the next 12 months. So, any new features or expansion on the horizon?
I would say that there are a lot of features that we would be working on in the coming time, but they are mostly all around the growth of resellers. So one of the key philosophies that we always have, which we live by, is that if we don't increase the business of these sellers, they're not going to stay with us. I mean, they are going to start with us fine, but they're going to stay with us only for one reason, that we are increasing their business for them, right? And it should be clearly attributed
Hmm.
to us. They should know that it is getting increased because of Ziplip. And that is why any seller will
Yeah.
stay in this particular spectrum of, the business. Basically. So in those lines, we have a lot of features that we're working on, around the growth of these sellers, like like the two I mentioned, and then there are a couple of others around again. How exactly they can best reach out to their potential customers and all. So they are all in the works right now. So that's one, and answering your next part. So what are the future plans for us? So our plan is to, in the next 12 months, we want to cover at least 1,000 high performing sellers. By high performing, I mean like which have at least 5 lakh monthly sale each. Let's say that will come down to 60 lakhs annually, or 60 lakhs to 1 CR annually. So if you have 1,000 such sellers, then we want to cross 500 CR GMV in the next 12 months. So that's a North Star metric that we are targeting.
Sushil, it's really fascinating to see how social media has become this global marketplace, empowering people from all corners to own their own businesses. So the potential is, of course, limitless, and it will continue to grow as we go ahead. As someone deeply entrenched in social media space, how do you envision the landscape evolving in the next few years? I just wanted to hear your opinion. And more importantly, where do you see Ziplip fitting into this narrative of social commerce?
Sure. I think that's a very important and interesting question, Anita. So, this trend is ever increasing, like the social commerce app, right? Why? Because the fundamental reason is that people are there on social media platform just for, spending time or surfing and or entertainment, anything, right? And now in today's time, it was not possible 5 years back or 10 years back, but today it is possible that people are able to, uh, like get influenced, by the social media for their purchases and all, right? So they want to purchase right then and there. So e-commerce and social media is, getting fusion, right? And that is where social commerce gets born, right? So, it's a very, it's growing in a double digit CAGR every year. And it's about to be a $80 billion industry in India itself by 2030. 200 million businesses or solopreneurs take manual orders today worldwide. So it's a very big business out there. And just as we have seen, like, the rise of e-commerce in the last 10 years, right? Like before 2010, I would say there was no e-commerce as such, right? So, but we all know how big e-commerce is today in 2020, let's say, right? So, same way in 2030s, the social commerce is going to be extremely big. It is quite possible that it overshadows every other form of business, be it e-commerce or be it physical commerce as well. So this is where we see that social commerce will be, and we want to be on the forefront of. So that's what we envision it as. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sushil, considering that we have plans to promote this video, this discussion to large enterprises, potential investors, tech giants, and maybe a broader startup ecosystem, is there anything specific you'd like to mention that could help you find any external assistance that you require at the moment? Like, think of this as your call for support.
Yeah, sure, Ankita. So I think I would just say that we are onto extremely big things in social commerce. So if you have any interest in social commerce in general or any exposure and and anything, then come talk to us and we will be happy to partner in any which way possible. Could it be like investments, or could it be industry exposure, or could it be just seller partnership, anything basically. So yeah, happy to partner with the relevant people over here.
That's great. Thank you so much, Sushil. I'm genuinely looking forward to witnessing your future accomplishments and talking more about your milestone in our future conversations, of course, which I'm sure are going to happen. So before we wrap up, Sushil, let's just do a quick rapid fire round. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. Question number one, which productivity tool or app do you find most helpful in your daily work?
I think Notion is good.
Notion. Okay. Question number two, a fun fact about you that most people don't know yet.
I'm a very serious person and sincere person, uh, but I spend a lot of time on social media. Yes, exactly.
That makes the two of
That's
us.
my business.
Okay. Question number three. What is your favorite quotation or mantra that you live by? Any quote that you like?
One of the biggest quote that I always, live by, and I'm influenced by that as well a lot. Like, is dream big.
That's a good one. Okay, question number four. So, there's a saying that don't tell me who you are, just tell me what brands you use. So, describe yourself using just the names of three brands that you use.
Okay, whatever is in front of me, I'm using a MacBook Pro, and earphones I'm using Soundcore. Phone I'm using, for example, that's a Samsung.
Okay, okay, great. So, last but not the least, what is your one piece of advice for the young audience watching this?
To young audience, I would say, you should dream big, but also keep your feet on the ground and be practical. So whenever you are, aiming for something big, think it through. I mean, obviously, you'll not be able to think it completely, but do your homework, really well. The much you can do, the better it is, and then start taking, steps in that direction.
Thank you so much, Sushil. And now I want you to just make a wish out loud for your business that you hope comes true in the near future. Any wish.
I wish, in next 2 years we support more than 1 million sellers. In fact, 10 million sellers is what we want.
Well, here's to Ziplip unlocking every small business's true potential. All the very best, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Ankita. Thank you for having me. Thanks a lot for your time.
So, if you would like to stay updated with the latest developments and business insights from Ziplip, make sure to follow their channel on follow.us/startups. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.